Oh, so much for a smooth start. Welcome to Tarot After Dark. I'm your host, Lorraine. I was spending time trying to get rid of my name showing up on the screen, but it is what it is. So welcome to everyone who is here. Thank you for gracing me with your presence. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this candle. Put it behind me. Probably can't see it, but it's there. It's the intention. And I really want to emphasize that when I do these lives, a lot of times it's collective messages. So unless I'm pulling a card for you specifically, it's a collective message. So if it doesn't resonate with you, then it means it isn't meant for you. And yet, if I'm pulling a card for someone it's for someone specific and it resonates with you, then take that one. There's all little slip holes to get away from everything. So typically I'm here on Thursdays for Tarot After Dark, but because it is American Thanksgiving, I will not be here. Hi. I don't know what happened to my voice. Hi, Goldfish. Thanks for being here. Since it's American Thanksgiving on Thursday, I took a poll and I listened to the couple people who voted and said, tonight's the night. So I'm here. I'm here. And I have my water. Yes. Drinking of the water. So important to be hydrated. Yeah. What's the point in lighting a candle if you can't see it? I want to be able to see it. My daughter made this beeswax candle. Did I put the poll back? Well, it sits there, so I don't know what YouTube does with it, but there were two people that voted. I don't know if there's a time limit. I think that's the first time I've done a poll here, so I'm not sure. Yeah, and it's kind of neat that it shows. I figured out how to show the comments there, but they're kind of teeny, so it's hard for me to see. Anyways, trust me, the candle is here. The candle is lit, always lit with intention. And it's to bring in special light. So I'm a little discombobulated because I kind of wasn't planning on doing a live. So I'm mindful of my energy right now, and it's been a bit of a challenging couple of days, and that's okay. You know, let's all just kind of resonate with whatever we want to resonate with. Do you have your tarot cards with you? If you do, I invite you to pull a tarot card. What's the shadow side of today? It's Tarot After Dark. We can do that. And it's so interesting because as soon as I did that, wha-bam, we've got the 5 of Cups. This is the energy of what you focus on expands. That's how I like to see it. She's focused on trying to not let this stuff flow down the drain. You got the moon? Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I'm feeling that moon energy. How does that feel for you? I know for me, especially in this deck, if it's in the Lightseer deck, it's, let me put it on this side. The moon has the energy of what's going on beneath the surface. That's what I feel with that card, just from the imagery itself. So that combined with the 5 of Cups, it's like, yeah, what are we really feeling here? And I love nighttime meditation to kind of delve into the deeper side of things like that. Oh, the radiant rider weight. Say that 10 times really fast. Okay, so that's very similar to the rider weight. It's really seeing that subconscious stuff that we go through that we don't really realize is affecting us more than we think. And I'm feeling that 5 of Cups as well. And I think the awareness is the key, because that allows us to see where we can grow from there. And we don't always like what we see. And that's okay, because we're learning from it. That's part of our existence. It's part of learning and growing. And that's why I love using tarot for personal development. So whatever that means for you, and, you know, for those who end up watching the live stream as a replay, whatever card you pulled and whatever you can find a shadow message from it, I want you to remember that card. It's kind of like a magic trick. And I want you to pop it back in the deck. And I want you to shuffle again. And this might take a little bit of time because, hey, there's 72 cards to go through. 78 cards to go through. I can't do math. And shuffle it. And what I want you to do next, this is kind of something I do in my Tarot Cafe as well, is, you know, the private membership, is now flip the cards over. And I want you to gently, see in the picture here, gently go through them until you find that card you picked again. And I want you to kind of notice the card that showed up before it and the card that shows up after it, because there's a message there as well. Like I said, it could take a bit because you're going through all of the cards until you get to the card that you chose, of course. So while you do that, you're just being mindful of seeing where that energy is showing up without really focusing on all the cards that you're seeing, because you're just looking for that particular one. Maybe I'm going too slow. Pick up the speed, Lorraine. Seeing some cards I don't want to look at. Devil. Stuff like that. And I'm trying to find it. If you find yours first, pop it in the comments. And again, if you do watch as the replay, play along, pop in the comments. Oh, okay. I found mine. So the card that was before it is the 2 of Wands. Then I have the card. And after it gives me some optimism. I'm really struggling tonight. Magician. So let's start with that first one that comes before that shadow stuff. The 2 of Wands. And I've been seeing this one lately. Usually I have a positive spin on it, but this one feels like things feel a little too slow and there's a lot of wistful dreaming energy. And maybe it's just me, tired of being wistful and dreamy and want things to actually start coming to fruition already. So that's part of it for me. And then we get into, yeah, that melancholy energy of like, I'm not where I want to be right now. And like, you know, in terms of goals and things like that, not literally where I am physically. So what comes after it? And to me, this is something that's either going to be something you need to work on or something that's positive and that. And I see that goldfish will come to yours as soon as I'm done this one. And then we have the Magician, which I love this card. For me personally, I always seem to get the message that trust your magic. Trust that things happen this way. You're finding that what the contrast is. You're learning what you don't want. Therefore, it'll give you a better idea on figuring out what you do want. So trust the cycles. Trust that there are always infinite possibilities. And that's what I get from that one. Bobo Boop, we will see at the end. If you stick around, we'll see what we got time for. All right, so Goldfish, you got the Page of Swords. So you had the Moon, And the first card was the Page of Swords in front of it. So thinking about what that means for you personally, like you know you best, the message that I get from that is sometimes we're a little hard on ourselves, our thoughts, or the things we say. And it's like we expect people to understand us. And when they don't, it gets frustrating. I can relate to that, especially in my previous relationship. And then it feels like when you get to the moon, that is definitely a place to go a little deeper into how does this affect me? Why is this coming up in this way? And gives you that opportunity to really delve into the emotions of it, the sublime, the seeing both sides. You know, you've got the dog and the wolf. If you're looking at the traditional, you've got the crayfish coming out of the water. So there's that. There are those. I can't think of the word, but it's a time for you to really feel the emotions that you can't really explain. They're just part of your DNA. They're just part of the way, part of your own makeup. And then I bought a turkey because I felt I had to. Oh, so you're feeling like I got to cook this thing now. That's not stressful at all, is it? Interesting. It was a compulsion I couldn't stop feeling. Oh, okay. Well, you got to go with what that means. What does that mean then? You know, is there some what's the word? Not judgment, resentment. That's the word. Is there some resentment? Maybe it's like, now I got this bird. I didn't really want to cook. You know, now I'm stuck. I'm committed now. Right. But when we're committed, and see, that's where you got the Knight of Cups after, that's where it's like, okay, what can I love about this situation? It's not ideal. It's not really what I want. What can I love about it? How can I make it something that I pour my loving energy into? Right. I was going to say, I have a freezer where it can, there you go. There's that. Yeah. Just don't decide at the last minute that you want it, because it takes a heck of a long time to thaw out turkeys, as I'm sure you know. Yeah. So anyway, so that is just a little exercise that you can do to really delve into what the cards mean to you. I mean, I don't know. I might have played that game with you before. I'm not sure, but it's something I can cook with my son. Yeah. See, there's that. And of course it's something you need to plan, right? Because you've got to pull it out of the freezer and it takes a couple of days to thaw out, 2-3 days. So it's something that you can plan ahead with your son and make sure he can be there. And yeah, you can make it on your own time. You know, we're really stuck with these opportunities. I mean, forced upon us sometimes with these celebrations and these specific time of the year. And, you know, everybody's different. There's lots of stresses that can come with that. Oh, interested in cooking? Then there you go. He can help out even better. And you can say, you know, part of cooking is cleaning up. That's the part I don't like. I could cook if someone else would clean up. It's like watching all those cooking shows on the Food Network. I always wonder, well, who's cleaning that up? Because clearly it's not the contestants doing it, is it? Or the chefs or whatever. So you see your Page of Swords as your son. Okay, there you go. I like that. And that he wants to cook with you. Fantastic. There you go. Perfect. Love how you're able to decipher it on your own. Yeah. So it's just you and me here. What the heck? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah. So I'm trying to think of what else. I guess Bobo Boop, are you still here to get a message? Ooh, I pulled the Tower card. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling this Tower card and how things are a little different. Things are shifting again. And sometimes it just feels uncomfortable, right? The crew, yeah. The crew have to do it. Can you imagine? And you just pulled the Four of Pentacles. I popped that Tower card back in. So yeah, sometimes there needs to be a bit of chaos before we get to that stability, right? I know a lot of people see the Four of Pentacles as a more negative card, but I like it to be neutral until I can feel the energy around it. And it combined with the Tower card, I'm considering that the Tower card came first. The Four of Pentacles is like the solution. That's just how I read it. I mean, that's intuitive tarot for you. So what do you think that means? Clarifiers, the Ace of Cups. And I think with just you and me here, I can probably turn this thing off so it's not taking up the whole screen. Ace of Cups. Well, that's focusing on what really lights you up, what makes you feel like everything is working out in the way you want it to. Know your priorities, keep them close. Yeah, I think by keep them close, you mean keep them in top of mind, keep them in what you feel. And that makes sense. That totally makes sense. A new relationship could be forming. Do tell. It is Tarot After Dark. It's just you and me here, and you and me in the four walls of the computer. Being a little silly, a little punchy today. Oh, okay. I don't think they're here anymore. Are you here, Bo Bebopalulu? That's what I call Elliot sometimes. He's been having kind of a weird day himself. Okay, so you and me, goldfish. What do you want? Do you want a card? That's interesting. This card popped out, Three of Swords. So who is feeling a little out of sorts and under a little bit of, I want to say, emotional stress? It's almost like pressing the bruise, even though it's healing. I think we both are. Yeah, I don't know. It's that time of year. That time of year for sure. Do you want a card pull? Anyone else want a card pull? Who's here? I see that there's a few people. So we are at that stage of the game. Maybe it's just I'm hungry. I should have eaten. I pulled the Three of Pentacles. So small community. Sometimes, and I know, working with my introverted clients and stuff like that, it can be a little intimidating being in a small group, even if it's online, because it's like, oh, I got to show up. People will know I'm there. I have to speak. What am I going to do? Hi, Ash. How are you? You got the Five of Cups. We started with that. So Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. That makes 8. It's all good. Let's do math. Tarot math. Yeah, because like I was continuing with my story, it can feel a little intimidating to kind of be one of the only ones and be singled out. Sometimes as an introvert, especially if you're on a Zoom call, it's better to be one in many, because then you can kind of blend in and you're not going to get called on. And anytime I'm doing stuff in, private, Zoom calls and stuff like that, I always try and be mindful of what that feels like, because I used to be like that myself. So not wanting to call anybody out, but you can still be part of the community and still be part of your be a viable part by bringing in your energy by posting comments and just commenting on what other people have to say. That's why it's always nice having a chat and stuff like that. Oh, good. Someone likes math. I like very basic math. I'm not that good at math. Let's just say that. Okay, what's this? Do you think I should sell my DRZ for 2.5K or for at least 3? Well, that's a question, isn't it? How about we reword it? Because tarot, it's not good with this or that. But if we can reword it to, how can I position the sale of, and I'm assuming it's a car, right? I'm assuming. How can I position the price so I get the best deal? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You lost me. I mean, I love cars, but 2000. Okay, because I don't know what the value of it is. And what should you know about? Yeah, that could be it. And I think what I'm picking up here is, I just said it. How is a good question, because it leaves room and leaves tarot the opportunity to give you free will to determine what it is. So instead of do you think, because then that's a yes or a no or a 2.5 or at least 3. And it's like, what can I do, or how can I position the price of my vehicle so it sells at the highest price? And it's still broken. Uh-oh. Is it a car? Can you clarify that for me? Because I'm not sure. There's a lot of numbers and alphabets going on there. Okay, let's see what comes up. All right, you got a ton of cards here. So you got the 4 of Pentacles. So to me, it's like you want to get some money back from it. So to be, it's a motorcycle. Okay, now you're talking my language, but yet I still don't know. A DRZ. Says Suzuki. Anyways, let me know what it is. I'm curious now. I used to have a Buell. I used to have a BMW. My last one was Kawasaki. So what I'm picking up from this, sorry, I got sidetracked, is that you definitely want to make some money from it. So if you're saying that it's still broken, that maybe what you need to do is at least get it fixed enough so you energetically can be like, yeah, I feel good about selling this and not thinking that someone's going to think I'm scamming them or something, right? Oh, it's an Enduro. Cool. That's cool. What does the Blue Kelly book say about it? There's that. That's a good question to ask. So, the thing is with vehicles, they're not a good investment in saying that, yeah, and I put money into it. And, because I've actually had a motorcycle stolen, and I did a lot of extra stuff to it. I had a nice White Brothers pipe put on it. Sorry, I dropped a card. I did all this. Well, I didn't. My ex did all this aftermarket stuff to it. So it definitely wasn't blue book value. And, insurance, it depends, right? I'm in Canada, so it's definitely different. So that's something to think about. You're not maybe going to make money from it, but you could think about, and it's so interesting because you got the Knight of Swords, and look, it's not an Enduro, but it's got a motorcycle in it. So this is like, what can you do so you can at least, like, I don't know, are you selling it so you can buy another one? Because then that becomes money that's liquid. I don't even know. I don't even know how to talk tonight. that becomes money that you can use toward your next investment in whatever it is you're buying. I think I want to give up and buy a Yamaha. Yamaha was my very, very first bike that I learned to ride on. I didn't have it very long. It was too big for me. So Goldfish got Page of Swords reversed. So that's interesting because we have the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords reversed. Oh, cut your losses, perhaps. Yeah. So what I kind of agree. Not I kind of agree. I do agree with you on this one, Goldfish, that to shift the energy from those being, maybe it's not so much a loss as to, well, this needs to be, this isn't going to work out the way okay. Yeah. I can't think of anything else. Let's just leave it at that. So let me see. What's the other card that I got here as well? A lesson learned. Yeah, I like that. I got Justice. So whatever it is, I think, look at it this way. Let's go back up to what you said. All right. Start at 3 if you want that advice. Because if you go 2.5K, you don't usually bump the price up, do you? We always reduce. You never raise the price. So I think using your intuition, this is the other card I got for you too, is the Six of Pentacles. It's that reciprocation. But I feel like, you're not going to make money off of it, or might not even make the investment you got from it, but at least you'd have something to work with to go towards your next investment in the motorcycle you want. So start at the higher end and then just see what comes in, see who bites, so to speak. But be willing to maybe go down a little bit lower than that. All right. This was cool. I liked having these kind of questions come in. And so thank you. And the value you got out of the bike is an education and how it works. Yeah, see there, that's right too. Like it's about the experience you had, not necessarily the money you forked out and then you didn't get the money back. You had good experiences. Hopefully you've had good experiences and you learned a little about it, and you added things to it. You maybe learned to do the mechanics of it a little bit more and that sort of thing. Right. So I hope that was helpful for you. Hello, Stacy. Good evening to you as well. Thanks for being here. Would you like a card pull? We're kind of in that stage of the game right now. And Goldfish, did we pull? Oops, I didn't really want to. I just wanted to highlight you. Was there a question you wanted to ask since you've been here since the beginning? So I'll give you time to write that in, and let's see with the thing. I started at 3.2K and the guy told me that he will take it for 2.5. Oh, so you have a buyer in mind. And we're doing 2.5 versus, it's a coin flip. Well, why don't you say 2.75? You always want to meet in the middle, right? If you meet in the middle that way. Coin flips, those can go one of two ways. That's my joke. Okay. Do you have a specific question you would like to ask? Well, that's nice of you. Okay. Keep your question loaded, though. Loaded up, ready to post. So we'll see. We'll give you a second, Stacy, to see if you have a question. And if not, that's okay. I can do a general as well. And anyone else who would like that too. I'm kind of here at your disposal, at your beck and call for a little bit. Got nothing else planned. Have to take Tarot Pup out for a little visit to the fire hydrant in a little bit, though. All right, so I don't see anything coming in yet. It does take a minute. Oh, here we go. Isn't doing tarot like satanic or something? Definitely not. Definitely not. They're cards. They're just cards. It's a type of what they say divination. So it's to ask questions. And you ask tarot questions about something very normal and in our material world, motorcycles, right? I don't know, Goldfish, why you can we can put the comments back up like that. So no, they're not. Some people have a belief that they are, but that's their belief. Definitely not mine. I am not a satanic worshiper at all. Hell no. It's my little joke. Okay, din that. I'm scrolling. Fire spawnable. That's an interesting handle. Like number 4. What about number 4? What about number 4? And I think general. Okay. My head is full, and to choose one sounds overwhelming to me. Okay. I hear you. Oh, thank you. Let's keep it clean now, people. Isn't GPT better than cards? What's GPT? I'm an oldie, so I don't always know what the acronyms are. It's whatever works for whoever. Like cards work for me. Is there a free list or only donation? Just post here. I'm just pulling cards, keeping it simple. You can donate if you want. Oh, ChatGPT. Oh, no, you're getting me, who's a human, who's using my intuition and my experience and my logic. ChatGPT is just regurgitating garbage in, garbage out. Intelligent garbage, but still. And let me go back up. Where'd you go, Stacy? Okay. All right. So sounds like you got a lot to choose from. So let's pull a card and see what comes up. And since this is Tarot After Dark, usually I do have my Goldfish, one of my tarot peeps here, who also pulls cards. She will pull a card for you, a clarifier. So we figure things out. Let us go. Okay. 2 of Wands. To me, this is definitely confirming. I got to move that. It's distracting me. This is definitely confirming that it's like you're of two minds to something, conflicting about what to prioritize. So what I pick up is maybe something that you're going to see a result in the soonest, because that's going to feel like a win. And that's going to give you more fuel to keep going and do what you need to do. If you had something like that planned in your head, I want to pull a clarifier. Yeah, the Chariot. The Chariot. Ash, 8149. This, you should have got this one here. This be good for your vehicle. But for you, Stacy, yes, it feels like things are progressing anyways. And that things are just going to start happening whether you decide or not. So why not have a little bit of planning in place, make a little bit of priority, so you're able then to recalibrate as you move along. And because I know if it's overwhelming, sometimes we just freeze and don't do anything, and that's not good either. So a little bit of movement is definitely helpful for you to get a little more clarity as you're walking along and doing whatever it is you're doing. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see what we got here. ChatGPT is artificial intelligence. Tarot is spiritual intelligence. Thank you. I love it. So Goldfish got the Ace of Wands. That's a weird question. Okay, so I like this. You have a choice to make something that just came to you, and there is some energy driving it. So yeah, you got the ace. Well, you got the 2 and you got the ace. So this is something that if you focus on something specific, it's going to start giving you some results. Now, results might be not what you want, but that's clarity. Then you're going to realize, okay, well, we're not going to do that. So forewarned is forearmed, and you're going to know what to do from there, right? You have the choice to make something that just came to you, and there's some energy driving you. Did I just read that? I think I did. That makes a lot of sense to me. The 2 choices is spot on. Okay, good. I like having clarity. Hi, Leah. And the clarifier, the Ace of Pentacles. You're pulling aces everywhere. This is amazing. So go with the one that benefits you materially the most. Yes, thank you for the clarification on that. Love it, love it. Can I please get a 1? Does Ranjit still think about me? So yes or no questions. And here, I know people, other tarot readers are just going to pull cards like that. Yes or no questions aren't empowering questions to ask. It would more be like, I would ask you, do you want him to be? So a question you can ask tarot is, how can I be more in alignment with being with him? That came out wrong. I don't want to do politics here. I'm in Canada. We're not too happy with what's going on down there. So I'm just going to leave that at that. Thank you. Thank you. What does he think about? Well, see, the thing with tarot is why is it not showing? Oh, when it comes to you. The question and my energy is tuned into you because you're here and you're asking the question, and everyone has free will. So I don't know if the answer would be very accurate. I mean, hey, it's tarot anyways. We're not taking tarot too seriously. It's definitely not satanic. But let's just see. It sounds like you really like him. What can Leah do to be more in aligned with her heart's desire? Let's do that. Tarot by the Bay is about US. Oh, okay. Well, see, some people do that. I clearly I don't do the tarot stuff. Okay. Let me get back to Leah here. Okay, you got the 8 of Wands. So what this is telling me is you're either so focused on this other person that you might not be doing things that for yourself. And that's kind of a one-sided relationship. It would be really good for you to empower you, do some things that you really love and like, because that's shifting your energy. So you're in alignment and you're centered in your daily life, your work, your school, whatever it is for you, family. So everything feels more aligned and your vibration shifts and changes. Yeah, I'm going there, people. Your vibration shifts and changes. And Mojo agrees with me, chirping in the background, to the point where you are a magnet to the energy that's most meant to be for you, whether it's Ranjit or someone even better. But it's, to me, it's being, make sure that you allow yourself to be multi-dimensional in the things that you're doing and not solely focused on that one thing, because it's definitely a healthy way to go. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And that to me is really, how do you want to bring things, not how, what do you want to bring into your life? Ultimately, what do we want? We want to be happy. We want love. We want to be recognized and noticed. So what are you going to do for yourself first? That's what I pick up. That's what I pick up from there. So you're saying, so is that who does tarot by the bay? Okay, that's interesting. See, everyone has their niche in what they're tuned into and what they're good at. But I mean, I'm in Canada, so I don't really do United States politics. I actually don't even do Canadian politics. It's more, I do things more to help inspire and empower people. And that's through either giving readings or teaching people to use tarot for their own personal development. That's kind of my niche. It's not about him, it's about yourself and what you want. Okay. Oh, that's the message. I'm kind of reading two different messages. Okay, so this is for Leah. It's not about him, it's about yourself and what you want. Yes. Bang on. Bang on. And you got the Page of Cups to go with that. And that's really, it's like we need to believe in ourselves. If we're always putting ourselves out there for someone else, we're not giving ourselves the credit to be who we really want to be. And I guess I'm speaking as someone who's 6 decades old. I would have had a different answer if I was a lot younger too, but I mean, it's live and learn, right? Live and learn. All right. You need to be willing to try something new. Yes. I love that. Believe in the unexpected. That's what I love about the Page of Cups. All right. You've been doing a lot of work here, Goldfish. What do you want to know about? Do you have a question specifically? I almost picked up the candle to drink. And anyone else who would like a question, like a tarot card pull, even if you don't have a specific question. Can I ask a second question that goes with my first? Yes. Did you ask one already? Because if you did, you need to remind me, because when I channel stuff, it's gone. What do I need to know about going to a new college? Excuse me. Ooh. Well, Queen of Swords is saying you could really learn some new things. I'm snickering because it's kind of an obvious card, right? And you know tarot too. It could be a really good thing. It could be very inspiring for you to go there. It'll help you really focus on the future, but still stay in the present and not get too caught up in a lot of, emotional stuff that happens. You could be very, very focused by going there. So, and you got the Queen of Wands before. Okay. I'm Swords. Why did I say Wands? That's weird. You got the Queen of Wands before. So yeah, so to me, that's like a confirmation, right? And then you just pulled the King of Swords. So there you go. It's like when you do, if you do that, if you follow through, you're going to definitely have a different perspective. You're going to have more experience. You're really going to trust your knowledge and your experience. And there's lots of court cards here. I got the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this represents your son. And this is just your being a role model to show that the things that are possible, and to maybe teach him in a way that, sometimes things take a little bit of time, but they're still worth doing. And you can see the benefits, even if you're not getting that instant hit that everyone seems to want these days, and their attention's already moved to something else. That's what I get for that. Hi, Angel. Oh, Ange, sorry. Is it in English isn't your first language? Well, thanks for being here. But we're not, yeah. Excuse me. Okay. So Goldfish, was that clear for you? Let me know before we move on. You're into the oracle now. Warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? So how does this all land for you and your question about going to a new college? Right? Because sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. It might seem a little freakish, might be like, oh my God, but at the same time, this is when you push past that, there's so much more you can get from it. All right. Oh, Stacy. I'd gotten the Two of Wands and the Chariot when I'd asked about two choices before, feeling overwhelmed. My follow-up question would maybe be advice for going forward. All right, just give me a second. Okay, so you're fine. I have to keep going. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And even when it feels like you're not fine, that's where you're learning and growing. We don't learn and grow by everything happening for us and the seas parting and us just easily going. No, that's not how we learn. Yes, and then Stacy will get your follow-up. I got to put a star beside names here so I can see what's going on. But first I want to say, are you set with that, Goldfish? Was that clear for you? Before we move on. And then we'll do Ange. It sucks that it's not instant. Oh, you're pulling for Stacy? Okay, hang on before we do that. So I guess you're done. You're fine. Okay. All right. So let's just clarify this. And hang on, because this was a previous question. She got an oracle card, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So as far as that goes to, where did your question go now? Advice for going forward, it would be allow yourself to go a little deeper into trusting this transformation, into trusting that every choice you make, everything you ingest, words, news, food, that's all helping you transform on a cellular level. So what are your thoughts? How is your mindset most of the time? Because that's going to definitely help you moving forward, focusing on the best and letting the rest go, being aware of it, because, you know, we can't walk around with our head in the clouds going, everything's fine, right? But being aware of it so you can do something about it, but also be optimistic. That's what I pick. That's what I get from that. Everything you're doing is for you. Yes, exactly. So now I'll pull one for you. Oops. Yeah. Oh, the work you like. Love it. You got the 9 of Swords. So what you need to do is stop allowing those negative thoughts to keep you up at night. Being aware of thoughts that are making you feel small or making you feel like you're not enough, or having people tell you things and you think, oh, that you think the worst. So to me, you have to be the light that comes in to break up the darkness. You know, that's the thing. Like, we think the darkness just takes over, right? And there's, when it's pitch black, but all it takes is one candle and then it's no longer dark. Then you can see a little bit further toward your goal. So to me, it's all about staying positive. Sometimes we got to laugh at the stuff that we go through. We have to be like, oh, that's hilarious. And then move on. Move on to the next thing. That's my tarot advice for you. Thank you for asking. Celebrate the small things. Love it. 3 of Cups. Yes, that's very good. Thank you. Thank you, Goldfish. This was good. Sugar in your tea, cat purring, softness of your socks. Oh, that's so cozy. That's a very introvert thing. I love it. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's see. Ange, are you still here? What was your question again? I think it was about somebody. So one thing with tarot, we want to be very inspiring and empowering. That's definitely how I use tarot. So you came to this channel for a reason. So let's see what we can do. All right. Scorpio. He doesn't know me. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Scorpio too. I sent him a message November 8th. He doesn't open it yet. What his feelings. He saw my profile picture, his imaginings, passion, and why he wait. Oh, yes. You've been here a while. Yes. Ask your question. I'll get to it. I promise. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to do it in my, okay. This one came up. This is the devil. So it's not the way it shows up. Don't freak out. But this is saying things might not be as they seem. So take it as a good sign that they might not have contacted you. Maybe it was a fake account. Maybe you're being catfished. But to me, this is be aware. Don't get too invested in emotions for this person if you haven't been getting the reciprocation back. Okay. Let me pull one more because that one just kind of flipped out, but I think it bears saying. Four of Swords. This is go within and really, do you meditate? Meditation is a great way to clear your energy, clear your thoughts, so you feel more bright and shiny on the inside and you love who you are, and that attracts the person you're meant to find. And it also allows you to have a clearer mind so you can tell if somebody is being real with you or they're faking, right? It's harder online because we can't be in the same space with someone to use our intuitive abilities to kind of scope them out. I hope that makes sense. All right. Okay, I think this is still following up. I might be a no, but not yet. Where'd my screen go? But not yet, or there's something better coming. Yeah, I like that. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. No, he's too busy and he has a lot of problems and he's living in a toxic life, no health. Yeah. So if you already know who he is, like there, do you want that in your life? I mean, you deserve more. You deserve the best. So the fact that he is not answering or replying, that's the universe is saying, trust me, girl, you don't want that. Take time for yourself to clear your energy and find out what really it is that you're searching for. I love that. I'm getting lots of relationship stuff, you guys. I'm not good with stuff like that. He needs support. He's sick. Yes. And the thing is, that's not your responsibility. As much as you want to help someone, they really have to be the ones to help themselves, because that's how they learn and grow. When we do things for someone, we think we're helping, but in reality, we're just enabling them to keep expecting someone else to step in and help. I hope that makes sense. And got the 10 of Cups. Mm-hmm. So that's what you want. 10 of Cups is what you want in life. And it's not saying this guy, it's saying that's ultimately what you want in life. And then you got the Death card reverse, that he's stuck. Yeah. And that's, you can be sympathetic, but you can't always do something for somebody. There's a saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. So feel good that you're trying to help, but at the end of the day, if they don't want help, you can't do anything about that. You're welcome. I hope that made sense for you. All right, now I got to go back up. There's some stuff going on in here. Stick around, you guys. I see someone talking about somebody else, and there's that. And give me a second. I got to scroll up and do right by people who have asked a question. Fire spawnable. I love it. I'm curious. Is Sam stalking I'm sorry for laughing, because I don't do yes and no questions. They're not accurate with tarot. But let's just see what the cards say about. Oh, they're flipping all over the place. Okay, I got the 8 of Pentacles. I have no idea how this relates to your question. I don't think it does, but I think it's a message for you. And I think it's more put your energy into something that's going to, it's like investing your own energy into something that's worthwhile. If you're always concerned and worried about this person, then that's taking your energy away of where it could be used in a better manner. So I don't know, do you want them to be or not? Because if you think they are, then, and it's a bad thing, then maybe you need to shut them down, right? Maybe you need to block them if that's the case. But to me, this is like focusing on your own power and focusing on what works for you is going to give you the energy to live your life the way you want to live it. And who knows, if you're trying to grow your TikTok account, then focusing on doing that instead of worrying about who's on it, right? Like, I mean, if they're living rent free in your head, that's not good. But if you're living rent free in their head, that's okay. It's not, you don't have to worry about it. I hope that made sense for you. Okay, let me scroll. In style. I love a guy. He loves me too, I guess. But he's not talking to me now. Does he have feelings for me? Does he want to come back? Well, do you want him back? Kind of sounds like you do. But we want to reword this because yes or no, as you know, I'm kind of teaching as I go here. You want to be empowered. So it's like stay or go. Do you want that? What do you want? I'm just going to scroll a bit to see if there's anything else here relating to that. Sunflowers, moon power. Hi. Okay, goldfish, and you're pulling cards, and I'm so grateful that you're pulling cards. I don't know who they're for, though. Okay, let's go back to this. No, I was just curious. Oh, see, the tarot, they're not a crystal ball, right? They're just cards, and it's just coming through. But anyways, you're welcome. Good luck with your TikTok, girl. Okay. Yes. What did I ask? Delilah, hi. Good to see you here. I'm getting a lot of questions of stuff I don't know. Delilah Zenden, follow her channel. She does stuff about twin flames, and she does more stuff on relationships and stuff like that. Like, she's your girl. Me, not so much, but I like to turn things around and empower you so you don't need a person. You can be living on your own standing on your own 2 feet and have someone who supports you, and you're okay to be on your own when you need to be on your own. Bam, mic drop. Anyways, in style, are you still with me? Well, you said yes. So let's see, what's your question? Did I pull a card for you yet? I'm kind of going loopy here. Sunflowers, moon power. If you want a card pull, let me know. You were here this morning. Bookends. Okay. This one's for in style. All right, you got two. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. This is telling me what you focus on is something that's really going to inspire you, or focus on things that are going to inspire you. Okay, because that's what's going to bring in some stability. And yeah, Four of Pentacles, sometimes it's about money, sometimes not. It's about material. It's your material world. It's like, how do you feel secure? Okay, what inspires you so that you can feel secure in yourself, so you're not worried about him not talking to you. Maybe he just needs a break and it has nothing to do with you. You know, women, we always do that. We put more into things, and the guy's just kind of like, I don't know, I was in my nothing box. I don't know if you've ever watched that video. It goes back a decade or more, about the tale of the two brains. You'll have to look it up on YouTube. And this guy talking about men have a box and women have a ball of wire. And it makes so much sense if you watch that. Because when I figured out that guys they have their box, and their favorite box is the nothing box. It made so much sense when I was still with my husband. And yeah, and it made sense for him that I have a ball of wire and I can focus on this and that and the kid and all sorts of things. But that was the message I got for you. I hope it made sense. Hope you're still here. All right, let me scroll. Goldfish, where are you, girl? Oh, no, stop pulling. I just wanted to know who it was for so the people know who it's for. I mean, if you want to stop pulling, you can, but I've been enjoying it. The Hanged Person, life in suspension. And Eight of Pentacles, direct your energy into your own things. Don't worry about them. Okay, so I think you were talking about in style as well. All right. I know that's probably a lot to extra to type. You're pulling cards, you're typing in your message, so I get it. All right, let me go down here. Yay, you're welcome. Do you have a specific question? Let's see. So much to scroll through now. This is good. So should I try to reword what I asked? Yeah, that would be good. Or I can help you reword. Like, try again, because I don't know where it's got lost in the scroll up there. So yeah, you're very welcome. Page of Cups was for Ming Girl. I wish I remembered what her question is. Okay, Sunflower, I'll star your name. So new relationship depends on what you want. So what did you ask? Are you still here? You still here, girl? No, I'm going to try and scroll up. Oh, I found it. Did I make the right choice turning down a few guys to wait for Nick, like he will be ready to talk, etc. soon? Okay. How can we reword this? Because it's always good to reword things in an empowering way. But you know you best, right? Like, is he who you really want? Because a yes or a no question isn't always going to be answered right in tarot, and it's not doing you any favors to say a yes when it's a no and vice versa. But let's see. Did you ask it in a different way? Not sure how to reword it. Yeah, okay. Let me work with it. How can I feel more empowered to make the right decision when it comes to my love life? How's that? Then it doesn't put people into the picture. It doesn't give names and specifics, right? And because that's empowering you to be, you'll know the right decision when it comes. You trust yourself, you trust your intuition. And you got the Knight of Pentacles. To me, this is about playing the long game. Now, you know you best, right? I'm a stranger on the internet. I know that sounded creepy, but you know you best. And if you play the long game and you want to have a relationship and a healthy relationship with somebody, and I think if you feel like Nick is the person, then sometimes you've got to give them space, just like we need space. And we sometimes expect people to know what we're thinking without we're thinking it. And we get pissed off when they don't listen. And yet we not communicating. So this really feels like you need to feel like you're making progress in a relationship with someone. So it feels like maybe having some communication, um, when it feels like it's time. Now, Goldfish had pulled some cards here for clarifiers for you too. So scroll through there and read what she had to say, because that's probably really helpful for you as well. Okay. Like here's one here. Clarifier, 3 of Cups. The one who celebrates you is the better choice. Yeah, but sometimes that can be deceptive, right? In the beginning, like playing the long game. And I like the 3 of Cups because it's reminding you of who you're going to get along with in the long term. Who, maybe, and what I'm picking up from that too is, what do your friends think? Sometimes our friends are the best barometer measurement of what it's like having a guy in the mix now. That's something I would think about. And then Knight of Pentacles, go for the long run, wait and watch. Oh, so did you get that too, clarifier, or you're helping clarify this one? Because if it came up twice, we mean what we say, right? We mean what we say, right, Goldfish? All right. You got the Hierophant. I think it's really important to trust your values. What do you value? And I don't mean, cars and money and houses. Like, what are your values? Security, connection with people, freedom. Like, what are your deep core values? Often when we're not living by our core values, we're making choices that are not in alignment with them. And why we do that, I don't know. Don't ask me. But that'll give you the idea. You can sit back and start thinking, okay, making decisions on my core values. I want to be, like if you read the book, The 5 Love Languages, what's your love language? Is that person supporting that? Are you able to communicate with them about that? Oh, my card. Thank you. Ask the elder adult or friend that understands you and your values. That's helpful too. And I know when I years ago and doing personal development was like, asking me what my core values are. I'm like, I don't freaking know. But I know now one of my main ones is freedom. I want to have freedom to make my own choice, to do what I want in life. Another one is family. My daughter is everything to me. And Tarot Pup, my fur guy, he means a lot to me. Those are 2 of my biggest core values. So the decisions I make on a daily basis, they're not, life or death decisions, but those are the main priorities. So when you can give yourself time to figure those out, and sometimes it takes time, and sometimes they change. They change as you get older. They change as your dynamics change in your relationships and in your living situation, your work situation as well. But it's a great way to get to know yourself, because then these questions we all have, Willie like me, why isn't he talking to me? That sort of thing. We have a little more intuition around it to know maybe they just need a break, or it's like maybe they're just not the one. Like, it all depends, right? You're welcome. Okay. Thank you. And you can scrub ahead too when you get to that point. Like, look at it this way. I've been on for, I can't even see it now, how long. I've been on live for 1 hour and 10 minutes. So if you scrub ahead, you'll be able to find it. And hey, if you're still here, can you like the video? It really helps YouTube know that you like it. Thank you. Goldfish says, I love my family too, but the hardest thing I've had to learn is to let go. Yeah. Yeah. and you've trusted your values. Because sometimes family isn't as high of a value. It's still a value, but if there's something like if it's causing toxicity or if it's causing you to lose your freedom and that means more to you, like we have to do things that make sense. Thank you for sharing that. Took the longest time to learn to be friends with my oldest son. Well, I'm glad you were able to get there. Thank goodness the kids grow up a little bit because it's definitely easier to connect with them that way. Aw. All right, sunflowers, moon power. Are you still here? It took a little bit. Hopefully you're patient. Oh, he's the one who's been in Japan? Oh, okay. Well, that's nice that you're making a better connection with him now. All right. So you didn't have a specific question, you said, right? All right. What does sunflowers, moon power need to know? The cards are okay. They're not wanting to be shuffled. So I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Maybe I just need to drink some water. It's nothing fancy. But for you, sunflower, put your feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. I'm getting put your hand on your heart. And take some deep breaths into your heart. And allow your energy to be cleared. Just command it so. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just be open to receive the message you're most meant to hear right now. And we'll pull clarifiers. Ligma, hi. That's hilarious. You got the Justice card. So maybe there's been some place that there's been some imbalance. I don't feel like it's anything official, like legally stuff, but it feels like maybe you've been of two minds to something and you're trying to see a different perspective. I want to pull a clarifier for that, but let's see. Goldfish pulled the Strength card. Another major arcana. Yeah, it feels like this is something specific for you, and you don't have to share that with us here, but you know. Let's pull another card. Three of Cups. So it feels like it definitely involves somebody else, some other people. Maybe it's feeling like you need to be the person who kind of keeps everybody in line. That's not how I want to say it. It's not like you're the one telling everyone what to do, but it's almost like they look to you as the person who's like the rock in the situation. And okay, and you know what it relates to. Good. Do you need a clarifier about that, Dan? Goldfish is getting things you're good at. Three kids or three somebodies you love. Yeah, or it's two, and that's her in there as well. So do you want a little clarifier for that one? Like, do you have a question you want to ask about it? Ask it in your head and heart. What action to take? Okay. Cards are, there's a few different things you can do, I'm getting. Two of Pentacles, balance. Yeah, it goes with the Justice card, doesn't it? Nine of Pentacles. Something that's for the good of everybody, it feels. Something that's definitely going to show you that you've got something to show for. And I think, if you have a few different things you can do, it's maybe about prioritizing what's going to, I want to say show you the money first, but it might not be about money, right? But it's about something that allows you to feel good about what you've done. So you get some kind of reward, not necessarily a money reward, but a feel good reward, something like that. It's the difference between being equal and being equitable. There's some wise words. Very wise words. I don't have any thoughts about it. What do you want to know? Yeah. Well, there we go. We're at 11. We got 11 people here right now. Hit that like button, will ya? If you can find it. I don't know when you're seeing it live. Got to hit that thumbs up. I've got 3 people have liked it. Come on now. I don't usually harp about that, but you got the lover's card. What do you think that's talking about? All right, great. Think that's enough for me. Good. Thank you for being here. And I hope that did give you a bit of clarity on what you need. Yeah. So there you have it. Where is, hi, Jamie. You didn't tell me you were here. Do you need a card pull? I think it depends on the device you're on. You might have to, yeah, I don't see it where I'm at. But if you have your other, if you can push, I don't know. Sorry. That's probably why people can't hit the thumbs up, because they can't freaking find it. YouTube, come on, get your act together, YouTube. All right. Let's pull a card for Jamie. Okay, hang on. Here's, thank you. Hit the X in the chat and then hit thumbs up and then go back to the chat. Oh, thank you. See, someone knows what they're doing. It sure isn't me. I'm just here. I'm just here pulling cards. Me and Goldfish pulling cards like crazy people. Crazy, amazing people. Okay, Jamie, let's pull a card. This one's been coming up a lot. You got the Queen of Swords. It's time to feel inspired. And I'm feeling it's time to inspire yourself. If you had some big, bright, shiny idea that just feels out of reach, it's okay. You don't have to do it all at once, but just start thinking in that direction, and that's going to give you more ideas, and the more ideas you have are going to give more ideas. And you need to couple that with some action, of course, definitely. And 9 of Wands. Yeah, so maybe you're thinking more of what you've done in the past and how hard it's been and how difficult things have been. So now is the time to really trust in your own knowledge, right? A lot of thinking. Yeah. Oh, and you got the Queen of Cups too. Yeah, trusting your intuition, trusting your thoughts, it all goes hand in hand. Okay. It's not either or. It's not thinking or feeling. It's thinking and feeling. I feel that for you, Jamie. Let me know what you think. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about it for me. It's been over an hour and 20 minutes almost, and I've got to get Tarot Pup out for another little walk. You are very welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Goldfish, for your pulling of the cards as well. It's been really great. And I really appreciate everybody. Tarot After Dark is done for the night. And all of you in the States that are celebrating Thanksgiving in a couple of days, hearts to you. I appreciate you as a neighbor in this continent and this continent of North America. So I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Even if you celebrate on your own, know that you are definitely a beautiful human being. All right. Good night. Thanks for being here. Hope all goes well. Delilah, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Remember, follow Delilah, especially if you are into the love readings and that. She's really good at those. She talks about your twin flame and all the things that I don't cover, which I mean, and not just that, she's got a lot of wisdom too. So make sure you follow and subscribe to her channel as well. And I'm glad you liked it. Buy that silly turkey. Yeah, you already got it. Are you going to thaw it out? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? If you want to. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Have a good one. Peace out.